So, let me introduce the next speaker. Sorry, he's already at it. So, Aldrin's, outside of a couple of PhD students I had a long time ago, I don't remember when and where, Aldrin's been my student for the longest darn time.
It's a long time.
Yeah, and it looks like he's never left, even here. So, I'm really glad to know that he feels the same. And
yeah, I will preface this with, I don't really talk about all the work that I do with Alex still. This is mostly the good times.
yes.
Bad times, but
So, do I need to hit anything? Or?
yeah, just start it and then.
Okay, there we go.
Oh God, you already started it.
Sorry.
It's all right because that was an intro slide and.
Okay, one more time.
Back to it. Is it going now?
Such coordination.
Okay. That's fine. So, school, right? It's for, scrubs who don't know anything, and like you're learning to be like useful and social and a regular person, and you're kind of like, when is school gonna end? But then after school, you're just kind of like, wait, school doesn't feel like it's really ended because you're still like, I gotta learn all these things. I don't know. There's a lot of things you always have to learn. So then I came to the realization, wait, school never ends. And I don't mean school like pre-college, I mean like mostly just college. Because there's a lot of things in college that I'm still doing now, and I've been graduated a little over a year. Anyways, so one big thing of college that always perpetuates, right, is friends. So the friends you meet in college, they're awesome, they're silly, they're crazy. They're crazy. Where's Peter? But you're like, I'm living the life. I'm young. Like, let's do everything, right? And when you're in work, you maybe meet people who are a little less crazy, probably a little less silly, but they're cool, right? Like, you've been through the same things, or maybe they're older, and like you're like, yeah, I'm 40 years. I'm gonna still love life as much as you do. And then you realize like. The friends in college, the friends after college, it's all the same. Like, you all interact the same. You enjoy being around each other. It's good times. And, work life can be really good. This is at work day, by the way. I'm just going to put those in there as, like, little subtle hints. Especially, so, when you're hanging out with your friends, you're partying, like, I remember some of those parties from early college days, and then I don't really remember all of them. But they're good times. And then now, your parties are a little classier. But except for during pool parties in the summer, because then, shirts off and everything. And let me say, after Cal Poly, people still love to play beer pong. They do nothing but play beer pong. And then you're like, yeah, work life is great. It's just like college. It's the best thing ever. And then, your friends are enjoying it with you. It's great. Life is a party. But the biggest thing I want to talk about, right, is that not not just friends and partying continues, right? Like, learning is a big thing. In college, you're like, I gotta learn so that I can do, like, normal things that, like, people think are really basic, because they are. But then, after school, you're like, I gotta learn because, like, now I want to do more things, and I want to change all the things that I'm doing, like different, career paths or something, or just like you want to learn how to cook maybe. Like that's an important life skill. And so, people are always learning things, society's always changing. So you'll always be learning through life. And like that's like a really important thing to take away from school. And since the theme is life hacks, I was like, maybe it's good to put like a nice little morale thing in there. The rest of the talk is really just random pictures, and I was like, I don't know. So let me just say, so this is Ireland, and this is like near on the one, right? So like crazy or cool places to go, and Workday like paid for my travel. So I went abroad for a month to work, and it was all on Workday. So like really cool places that you can go to in Germany and in Barcelona, and it's like, wow, Europe is like pretty crazy. But then there's also like a really nice thing about having money and being paid is like you can go to all these things and you don't have to stop. Like, I don't feel bad anymore that I'm spending all my dad's money for my school on not going to school. And also in Ireland, they have like a fundraiser thing, and like they get a bunch of white collar workers, white collar workers, and like they have boxing matches. And watches. It's really fun. And Amsterdam has like a national holiday called King's Day or Queen's Day, but now they have a king, so it's King's Day. And literally, it was like this all throughout the city for a straight 24 hours. And I accidentally went to Amsterdam on that day. And yeah, so, work friends are cool, and it's good to like participate in everything they're doing, right? Like the more you participate, like the more like they're hanging out with you, and it's just like college again, right? In college, like you always want to do, like be social, be friendly, meet nice people. This was me being really bad at iOS, but I don't do this at work, thankfully. So this part actually does stop, unless you want it to continue. And I guess that was it.